Hello everyone, my name is Karen Gall and I am the Vice President Secretary of the Canadian Multicultural Education Foundation, or as we call ourselves, CMEF. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are located on Treaty 6 territory, the traditional lands of First Nations and Métis. Edmonton is and has been home to diverse Indigenous nations and peoples, including the Cree, Blackfoot, Métis, Nakota Sioux, Iroquois, Dene, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Anishinaabe, Tsuut'ina, Inuit, and many others. They have called these lands home since time immemorial. As a multicultural organization, CMEF acknowledges the Treaty 6 land and territories of our First Nations. This is a reminder to us to continue learning about Indigenous communities, creating meaningful relationships with them, and promoting recognition of their history, languages, and traditions. This is our commitment to action. The Canadian Multicultural Education Foundation is a not-for-profit organization founded in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada on October 1st, 1990. Our mandate is to strengthen the multicultural fabric of Canada through educational and community programs. I am proud to say that CMEF has steadfastly developed and offered innovative programs in response to emerging needs and realities. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our New Horizons Seniors Project, featuring videos developed and produced collaboratively during the COVID-19 pandemic by an intergenerational and multicultural team of seniors and youth for seniors and youth. This project has been made possible by the support of the Government of Canada's New Horizons for Seniors program. Thank you for joining us today.
Welcome to our next video on keeping healthy and happy by keeping active. And I'm Earl Cholton, one of the hosts for this, and I'll introduce Eric Aw, our other host.
Thanks. So our guest today is Sifu Bill Ji, who's a leader in Edmonton's Chinese community with Shang Tai Chi Praying Mantis Martial Arts Association and the Chinese Graduates Association of Alberta. Welcome, Sifu Bill, and thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you so much, Eric and Earl, for the opportunity to participate regarding this particular topic. It's indeed an honor and a privilege. I believe you have some questions for me.
Yeah. So our first question is, as someone who continues to lead a physically active life as you age, you're a pretty qualified person to speak on these issues. What's the importance of an active lifestyle to people's physical and mental health as they get older?
Well, I strongly believe that the active lifestyle is very crucial to not only one's physical and mental health, but also one's spiritual well-being. By spiritual, I mean how one's character and persona comes across when one talks, speaks, how you treat others, and how you carry yourself in public. I highly endorse a holistic approach to maintaining mental, spiritual, and physical fitness, incorporating nutrition and mindfulness to achieve an overall sense of well-being. I also believe that if you don't use it, you lose it. As we age, we do lose physical strength, but our mental skills start to decline too. Therefore, going forward, you want to maintain and improve a specific level of fitness.
So how do you maintain active? How do you maintain that fitness?
Okay, myself, for my personal exercise program, I ride the elliptical every day for 30 minutes, which covers 3 miles. So that's about 90 miles a month, or almost 100 miles a year. That's 1,200 miles. You go to Vancouver and halfway back. So I also teach martial arts and line dance 5 times a week. I bike in the summer. And I try to keep active as much as possible.
Which of those do you enjoy the most?
I would say the martial arts part still.
So you're very, very active for somebody who's getting older, and you're a lot more active than I am. I do not do martial arts at any day a week, let alone 5. And I also spend no time on the elliptical each day. For people who might not be as fit, which might be the experience for a lot of the seniors who are watching this, or they haven't been maintaining an active lifestyle up until this point, how would they be able to get into that and to be able to kind of build up their fitness or maintain their fitness if they're not at your level?
Well, there's many exercises for seniors to participate in to start off, particularly the low impact exercises such as Tai Chi, yoga, swimming, even biking, walking, dancing, like line dancing, not lion, but line, golfing. These are all low impact and can be enjoyed outside. Regardless of whatever exercise, you must have fun, F-U-N. Otherwise, it becomes a chore and you will make yourself and others miserable. Now, I am very inspired by 2 of my favorite musicians, Mick Jagger and Rod Stewart, who continues to perform because they have so much fun and they enjoy it. I think we can adopt their enthusiasm and dedication as we age and we perform to our best ourselves.
Well, what is this place where you're in?
This is the martial arts club that I'm a teacher at. Shang Tai Chi Praying Mantis Martial Arts on 65th Avenue and Gateway Boulevard.
And can you demonstrate a little Tai Chi for us?
Sure.
We'll do it. We'll do it with you, right, Earl?
What's
Okay.
that?
We can do it with him.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have much room here, but
Okay.
Neither do I. I've got a
Well,
bookshelf behind me.
Okay, we'll keep it fairly simple. Some of the more common moves in Tai Chi. Usually, I start off with brush the foot this way. I open, shoulder apart, lift both arms, and I sink. Now, this is called carrying the ball, like a big ball on your right side. So then I step out. Now we're going to do parting the horse's mane, like a long horse's tail. Yes. Lean back. I carry the ball on the left side. Step out. I part the horse's mane. Now, next move is grasp the sparrow's tail. Ward off. Carry the ball. Push out. Okay, again. Grasp the sparrow's tail. Ward off. Clear. Carry the ball out. Okay, that's another one I'll show you. Again, you carry the ball. Single whip. So you're gonna make a whip, like a crane beak, fingers together, step out. That's the single whip that you see quite often in pictures and videos. Okay, again. Carry the ball. Right hand turns into a beak, push, and a knife hand. That's the single whip. And then another popular one is cloudy palm. You can almost stay in one spot. You can both hands, circle. When you move with it, it looks like this. And then you can turn into a single whip. Okay? So cloudy palm. Very low impact. Fluid and graceful. That's what you want to aim for. Okay? Oh, you're pretty good.
how many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing martial arts for over 30 years. I started Tai Chi later on, probably over 10 years ago. So I'm quite active doing both. As I get older, I could be doing more Tai Chi. I'm denying my age, you know.
What are the other martial arts you do?
I do the praying mantis kung fu style. which is more higher impact, more physical.
I know I've seen Sifu Bill at various performances do a demonstration where he shows you how to fight with like different everyday objects. I've seen him fight with textbooks, an umbrella. Your umbrella fighting, I find particularly impressive and entertaining because
it's a legal weapon. It's a legal weapon. You can walk down the street carrying an umbrella and nobody's going to question you.
The benefit of Tai Chi, I know, is it's very, very slow paced, right? And it's relaxed. So it's kind of easier for people to get into if they have really no training of stuff, because it can start out very slow and soft and smooth. And then as you build it up your skills, it can get, oh wait, is my internet connection breaking?
Just a little bit. It's okay. Yeah.
Sorry, just cut out the part randomly.
Yeah. I heard everything. You know, Tai Chi, the misconception about Tai Chi I find is people think it's just an exercise. There's actual martial art applications in each of the moves. So it is still considered a martial art. But definitely it's a lower impact type of exercise. It's very popular amongst the older generation, but we find that a lot of younger people are also taking it up. It's good for your mental stress relief, for balance, for coordination, for focus. These are all the skills that you can improve your mental sharpness.
I've been in China and I've seen groups of older adults doing maybe 15, 20, 30 people together doing it.
Oh, yes. There's a lot to be said for group synergy. You would feel the electricity in the air. That's a good way of saying it.
When I went to China in 2018, not only do Chinese seniors do Tai Chi, they also do square dancing, which is not at all the same as square dancing is in North America, where people call out and you do the moves. I don't know how those people do that. Sounds very confusing, but it's dancing like in public squares. So they've got like sometimes dozens or hundreds of seniors that all meet and they do their like coordinated dances. And it's very, very fun to join in and everybody's laughing. And the music's a little bit loud because I don't know, apparently Chinese seniors like to blast the music, including like youth and teenagers complain in China about how loud the music of the seniors is, which is very unusual compared to here.
Yeah, I think they're also very popular in China, that shuffle dancing. You see a lot of that. It's basically like a line dance. How it's different from square because there's no partners involved. And even some of the school teachers and principals lead their students. There's a lot of YouTube videos on that. I find that quite fascinating. And they play Western music. Shuffle dance.
Shuffle?
Shuffle dancing. Check it out.
Okay,
So,
we will.
Back to Tai Chi, I know we don't have to really name specific groups, but I know that no matter what city you live in, at least in Canada, there should be opportunities for you to find a group that does Tai Chi for seniors and join that wherever. I know like my grandma lives in Halifax, which I don't think has that large of a population of Chinese people. She's not even Chinese, she's from the Netherlands, but she does Tai Chi, I think like 2 or 3 times a week. And my grandpa does it in Calgary and all across the country. You can find that.
Oh yeah, it's very popular.
Very accessible.
Definitely, yeah, no doubt. I believe you had a question of how does one start out from a certain fitness level? There's a Chinese saying that a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And, you start off slowly, you do it with your friends, you do it with your family. You want to try a variety of exercises and have small incremental goals that you could achieve. You're not competing with anybody because there's always going to be somebody faster than you, stronger than you, even smarter than you, just competing with yourself. And every day, every month, you want to see improvement. And I think even the city of Edmonton has a lot of recreation facilities like the rec centers that have very good programs. Also, the running room has very good walking programs, running programs. About 25 years ago, I did 2 marathons, and I started at the running room's walk and run marathon program. Basically, throughout the 26-mile course, you run 10 minutes and you walk 1 throughout the course, and you manage to finish upright and I managed to sprint at the end. So, it's a testament, but don't ask me to do it now. That's a long time ago, but it shows you that you just have to start off slow, and then you can achieve your fitness level.
So it was really fun to do Tai Chi with you and talk about martial arts and stuff. But I know that in addition to martial arts and being physically active, you're also really active in our community, and particularly with helping to organize the Chinese Pavilion at Edmonton's Heritage Days Festival. So can you tell us a little bit about the benefits of being involved with community events as well, and what seniors might be able to do in Edmonton to be a part of things?
Oh, okay. You know what? Regarding my volunteer work at Heritage Days, I can't even put a price on the value that I've received back. I've made so many friends and connections. I have so much fun. Yes, it's a lot of hard work throughout the week, but the benefits just immense. I mentor a lot of the volunteers and youths to this day. I made friendships with them over 10, 15 years, some of them. It keeps me young mentally, keeps me sharp. And I think there's a lot of opportunities for seniors because a lot of youths are looking up to us as role models and for mentors, because as a senior, you have more life experiences, but you can also learn a lot from them too. It's a great exchange. And I intend to continue the volunteer at Heritage Days until Eric drags me off with the deep fryers. So I'll still be there. I'm a fixture.
I know, Sifu Bill,
and also other community events.
Saying that it's a really good place to kind of connect with different generations and meet people, I know is definitely true. Because 2 years ago, before the pandemic, I went to your birthday party and it was 20 people between the ages of like 16 and 25, which I think is not very common for somebody of your generation.
That's one of my best birthdays because these are some of my closest students that I've taught in the past, and I still stay in touch with them. It means a lot to me. Very touched.
Thank you so much, Bill.
Well, thank you for inviting me. It's been a privilege. I really enjoyed myself, Earl. And Eric, thank you so much.
And now Eric and I would like to introduce and welcome our next guest, Katherine Osborne, who will tell us about keeping active in another way.
Thank you, Sifu.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Our next guest here is Katherine Osborne, who is the manager at the Carrot Community Coffee House on 118th Avenue in Edmonton, and also works with Arts on the Avenue, the community organization there. Welcome, Katherine.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So to start off our interview with Katherine, we'll have Earl ask the first question.
Oh, great. So tell us, Katherine, tell us about Arts on the Avenue and its programming, please.
Arts on the Avenue, we are a registered nonprofit charity organization, and we are engaged in developing Alberta Avenue into a community arts district. We started in 2005 and became incorporated in 2007. And we've had some exponential growth in our community. We now have over 200 multidisciplinary artists and invested community members. And we are committed to offering the arts pulse of Alberta Avenue through our many unique community programs. We have 2 flagship festivals each year. In September, we have Kaleido, and in January, we have our Deep Freeze Festival. Kaleido, we have about 1,200 volunteers on average come out and help us make it a success.
Wow.
Deep Freeze is a little bit smaller as it's winter time, but we still have around 500 to 700 volunteers that help us make that happen as well.
So for those of us who don't know Edmonton so well, what's the Avenue? Where is it?
So the Avenue is located just north of downtown, and our area that we focus on stretches from Nate to Northland, so about 75th Street to 106th Street. That's where we are focusing most of our efforts.
And which avenue is it?
118th Avenue.
Oh, good. Thanks. What was my next question? No,
I've got the
Eric.
next question, Earl. So now we're curious about you. What's your role with Arts on the Ave? And does it ever involve working with seniors and older adults with the organization?
Yes, I wear many hats like most of my teammates and coworkers do as well. So my daily operations are in the Carrot, managing, making sure that we have what we need to make our daily operations happen. I do help with coordinating our volunteers, as we are a volunteer-run coffee house. So we have year-round volunteer opportunities in the cafe, as well as our bigger festivals and fundraisers and other opportunities that we are always needing the extra support from our community on. I work with older adults, seniors, students, newcomers. People of all backgrounds are really what make up the fabric of our organization. And I love meeting new people and learning their skills and what they are interested in doing and matching them with opportunities that we have as an organization.
And how would seniors fit into the Arts on the Avenue programs?
We have so many opportunities that are only enhanced by having a diverse group of volunteers to help us pull them off, basically. So pre-COVID, if I could speak to that, we had poetry workshops, we had writing groups, we had a friendship club that would come and meet up once a week, and they would plan outings together to the museum and to the art gallery and like Fringe Festival and other things, and just fostered relationships in that way. So we are really a hub for these kinds of programs to exist and be implemented regularly in our community. I do have quite a few talking points. So right now, due to COVID, a lot of our programs have been put on hold, but as things open up and restrictions ease, we are starting to get back into them. So right now we have, it's not quite a program, but more of an event. We have a Thursday Toast and Jam, which is like a kitchen party in the Carrot. We have a group of musicians that come in and play some really cool bluesgrass, folksy music. There's a group of about 5 or 6 of them. And it's from 11 to 1 at the Carrot every Thursday. It is fantastic. I always get the biggest smile on my face when I realize, hey, it's Thursday. We have the guys here playing their instruments, and it's a lot of fun. For our, I guess for programming right now, as I mentioned, the Carrot is volunteer powered, and we are always looking for volunteers to join our team. And I think it's a wonderful spot just to be able to get out of the house and connect with people and maybe learn a new skill or share your skills with us in a meaningful way. And I don't know.
Will I learn how to work one of those latte machines?
Oh, absolutely. Some of our best latte artists are older people that they just know how things work.
And make those neat things in the top?
Yeah, the latte art. That is, I've been here as a volunteer and now as a manager for 4 years, and I still cannot make anything that's not very abstract.
My parents like their fancy coffee, so they trained me to use our espresso machine since I was very young, but I still can't do anything pretty. The only thing I do is I cheat, and we have these little plastic like kind of stencil things that have like snowflakes in them or whatever, and you can like sprinkle like cinnamon on top of it. So I can use those to make it pretty.
That's me too. We're working on our Valentine's drinks right now, and I had a little heart stencil I made and sprinkled some chai spice on top of a latte. That's about where my skills end.
So you mentioned, Ruth, that you guys are a very volunteer-led organization, and there's lots of opportunities for different people to get involved and support that. How would older adults start volunteering for community events, whether it's with Arts on the Ave or other places in the city? And kind of in a general sense, what roles do you think might work best for them, especially if they have kind of restrictions in their mobility or other things like that as they age?
Okay, so to start the volunteer process, we use a website called Better Impact, and there's a link on our website, thecarrot.ca, that will take you to that application form. And in that form is such a great tool for us to get to know our volunteers and their skills and interests before we even start conversing with each other. So it's great to say, hey, we have these opportunities that fit with your skills and what you're interested in doing. And we start the conversation that way. So there's, in that form, you can let us know if you would want to be a festival volunteer or seasonal help. We also have fundraisers that we put on throughout the year. Like coming up in the spring will be our ultimate garage sale fundraiser. And it's, as a one-off thing, it's a great opportunity to be able to get out and volunteer as a group if that's what you're looking for, or as an individual. It's outside, and I think it's one of the more fun things that we get to do. It's very engaging with the community. So yeah, we have our fundraising events and even our workshops as they start happening in the Carrot and at the NINA and at Alberta Avenue Community League. We use all these facilities to help our workshops happen with space constraints and things like that, and also accessibility. We always need extra hands to help us host and greet people, even setting up if that's something that people are capable of. There's so many facets to our organization, and there's always a spot for somebody who wants to help.
How did you get started with it?
I started here in 2018 as a volunteer. I have a construction background, but then I had some health issues that forced me to take time off, and I had not had free time for quite a few years, so I was very bored. I moved to the neighborhood. I was only about a block from the Carrot, and I Googled where can I volunteer, and being so close, the Carrot came up right away. So I sent in my application form. I had my interview. I got my training. And then I pretty much lived here after that. I picked up 1 or 2 shifts every day for every day we were open, to the point where they're like, this girl's here all the time. We should probably just give her a job. So when the opportunity presented itself, I was so happy to take it and kind of even pivot my own career path. I never would have pictured managing a coffee shop or a volunteer organization as something that I would be doing, but I am so glad that life took me in this direction, because it's just such a great thing to be a part of, and I really enjoy my time here.
So it sounds like they're a good organization for kind of seeing what people are good at too, and helping people grow in that way.
Absolutely.
I know you, sorry, you mentioned earlier the website Better Impact, and I know that's also how you can like organize your volunteer shifts for the food bank and other festivals and organizations in the city. So for the website savvy seniors, or the seniors with website savvy children or grandchildren, that can be a really convenient way to get to know a lot of different organizations in the city and help out with them. Yeah. And then, well, so we had 6 questions prepared to you, and this is the last one on our list, but I do have one other that I actually want to bring up first, which is, you talk about Arts on the Ave is a very diverse organization. You have people from all different ages, people from different backgrounds, and you do a lot of different things with your festivals and community events and running the coffee shop, right? How do you think that environment was built, where all of these different people, and especially people of all these different ages, are working together and doing this thing together? And how does that kind of work out well? And I guess, what do you guys do to make sure that it's a welcoming community for people of all ages? It's a big question, but.
I wish I had time to prepare for that one.
Yeah, I just thought of it when you were talking about stuff, so sorry for not sending it in advance.
Well, I think when people come to the Carrot, we have a common interest in community, in arts, in music, and I believe that really helps us connect with the other people who come here to volunteer, regardless of background or age or experience or anything. It's a hub for people to come together and share their love of all things art and community, and I think that's what makes us a strong, cohesive environment to spend any kind of time here, whether you're volunteering, just coming by for a coffee, wanting to check out one of our programs. I think we work hard to foster the welcoming feeling, even with just the vibe of the cafe when you come in, to the service you receive from a volunteer or a staff member. We love the inclusive experience and making everybody feel welcome, because at the end of the day, this is a home for the community, for the people who have that common interest and the common goal of seeing the beauty in the surrounding area that we're in and just enjoying the time together. It sounds cliche, but we really are a big family.
And what if I'm not from the area? What if I'm from the deep Mill Woods or something?
It's quite a trek, I would say, but we have people from all over the city. We have volunteers, regular volunteers too, who don't live in city limits that still make the trip to come and volunteer because they just enjoy their time spent here so much. And we really value everybody who comes in and gives us their time and their expertise. And it's that warm feeling, you know, we want everybody to have that warm feeling of they're contributing to something bigger than themselves. And it's nice when you deliver that and you see the meaningful impact that your time has on the community around us.
So you agree? Sorry, Eric.
I was just going to say, I'll add to that saying I've been volunteering with Arts on the Ave for their 2 festivals, Kaleido and Deep Freeze, since I was 9 with my dad and my friends. And I live in the deep southwest, still inside the Henday, but only just. And it's on the northeast side of the city. But we've been going there and volunteering for the festivals since I was very young with a bunch of friends from the south side, the west side, and then as my high school got further north in the city, the north side as well. And we have always been welcomed there and always really enjoyed it. And actually part of our experience there is getting to know people from a different part of the city, people with different backgrounds and different experiences, which includes seniors. And I've learned a lot from different people, just like as a volunteer, being around the fire pits to make sure nobody gets burnt during deep freeze when it's cold and you know you need big fires to stay warm. I've actually had lots of conversations with older adults and seniors about their lives. And I remember there was this one guy who was like a forest ranger in Jasper when he was young. And my friends and I spent about 2 hours while we're like assigned to watch this fire, just listening to his stories and actually learning a lot from him about different stuff. And that was really interesting and a good experience that I got at the festivals as a volunteer. So I think they're very welcoming to people from wherever in the city, even if it is pretty far. I think there's a lot you can get out of driving half an hour in Edmonton.
So we're going to intersperse this interview with, hopefully, with clips from your website, because you have got great stuff there about your festivals.
Oh, wait, one last question. Sorry, I have to go look at it. Oh, sorry. I'm just going to give a pause so that they can edit this part out. So, Katherine, what's your favorite Edmonton festival that is not done by Arts on the Ave? And do you think that seniors who are viewing this video might enjoy that to check it out?
There is quite a few contenders, but the one that sticks with me from even going as a child is the Heritage Festival. I love that festival more than anything, being immersed in other cultures and being able to appreciate it. It's all about culture, food, song, dance, and the diversity that makes up the fabric of this city that we live in. And experiencing it is, like, I got goosebumps just thinking about the last time I went there. It is such an amazing festival.
Yeah, and that one, it's bus accessible, it's flat ground, and it's free. So that's good and accessible for lots of people as well.
Absolutely.
How about you, Earl?
My favorite is Folk Festival.
Folk Festival?
Not the evening with all thousands of people, but the daytime, the workshops, which are intimate, and I love them.
Those are amazing. My older sister was, I believe, 11 days old at her first folk festival because she was born in late July and they always happen in early August. And my mom went 11 days after a C-section to go listen to the music with her newborn baby. I was a few months old because I was born in the spring, so I don't have that claim to fame. I think for me, I love so many festivals, it's hard to tell. I miss it's been 2 years since I've actually been a part of a big festival, though I did do some small stuff last summer when things were a bit more open. I'm looking forward to things starting again, and I hope that all people in Edmonton are looking forward to getting back into the community and doing things together and seeing each other. Yeah. So thank you very much, Katherine. It was really nice to hear from you, and we're glad to be talking about Arts in the Ave.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.